Hello, geometry students. It's time to once again pull out the tools of geometric construction. In 4-7 we learned to do 3 new constructions: copying a line segment, copying an angle, and copying a triangle. So I'll show you how that works. You'll watch here, and this is on our website. This is the site that says Geometry Resources, and here are constructions, and here is copying a line segment. Alright, so let's take a look at what we do. So construct a copy of the given line segment PQ. Mark a point R that will be one end of the new line, and then so we put point R there, and then we adjust the compass to the width of the other end of the line there. Okay, without changing that compass width, move that sharp point to R, draw an arc, and then put a point somewhere on that line. Now, most of you are going to probably want to make the arc up a little higher so that you can draw a line that is horizontal like this one, but this will be the same length because the compass tells us it will be the same length. So let's watch it again. So we put a point, we stretch out the compass so it's the same length as the line segment, make an arc, put a point somewhere on the arc, any place on the arc, and then use a straight edge to draw the line segment. And it will be equal in length to the one that you have because your compass is set at the same measure. Alright. That's copying a line segment, not too hard. Now, how about copying an angle? Here's copy an angle. And we'll get the full screen. And go through a step at a time here. Construct a copy of the given angle BAC. So first we mark a point P to be the vertex of this angle that we copy. Then draw a ray, PQ we'll call it, in any direction and any length. That will be one side of the new angle. So we take the straight edge and draw it out. So what this is going to be is this. Now what we're trying to copy here is this sector between the two rays, so that's the same number of degrees as the triangle or angle BAC here. Alright, so we've just made a ray, and so next we're going to set the compass point on A and adjust it to any convenient width. And it doesn't really matter. I think that you want to be at least an inch though, because if you get the compass too close together it becomes hard to manipulate it and to use it. So then we draw an arc across both sides of the angle, creating points J and K, like this. Alright, so everybody see all we did was draw an arc that goes through both rays of the original angle. Alright, now what's the purpose of that? Without changing that compass setting, we come and reproduce that arc over here. Now what that has done is it's given us this point AK here. K is the same distance from A as M is from P. Alright, so what do we do next? Okay, this is the step we have to take now. Go back to the original angle. Notice we put a point, a sharp point on K, the pencil point on J here. This is how we're measuring what is that angle. Alright, so we set that so it's set with the sharp point on K, pencil point on J. Now without changing the compass we bring it back over, and then we intersect the previous arc we drew. Now they've named these points L and M. Alright, so what do you suppose this is? This is our guide for the ray here. So next we're going to make a ray through those 2 points, and we have reproduced the angle with the same angle measurement as the one that we started with here. Alright, so what are those steps? It goes like this. Alright, first we make a ray to be one of the rays of the new angle. Then we set the compass to any convenient length and intersect both rays, and then come back over to the copy we're making and reproduce that ray. Then we measure the distance off between M or J and K, and then we use that to draw and finish the angle. Alright, that might have gone a little bit fast, so let's try it again. Just this is the one that people sometimes get confused with, and because the next copying a triangle is very similar to this one. Let's go over this again, make sure we know it. You basically have to do two main things after you've made this ray here. You have to make a ray that intersects both arcs here of any length here. It doesn't matter where we set the compass. Sharp point on A. Then we're going to take it and bring the sharp point over here without changing the compass and make the ray. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. And then we have to go back to the original angle, measure the distance in between with the compass, the 2 points that were there, and then we'll bring that and reproduce it down here. Alright, so here it is. We're going to make the arc that intersects both rays of the original angle. Then we're going to go over to our new one that we're making and reproduce that arc. So don't change your compass setting. And we mark that point M here. Now we're going to go back to the original angle. We're going to put sharp point on K, pencil point on J, and then we're going to bring it over here, put sharp point on M, and then make an arc that intersects this. So watch. So this is the second main thing you have to do. The first thing was to reproduce this arc, to make this arc here, and then reproduce it on the new angle. Alright, so now this is how we get the degree measure. So we've noticed that pencil on K, or sharp point on K, pencil on J. Now I'll bring it over without changing it, sharp point on M, and then make yourself an intersecting point there, and then just draw the other arc. Alright, so that is copying an angle. Alright, and then the last one is copying a triangle. So let's find that one. And you'll see that this one builds off of the copying an angle construction. So it basically works very much the same way with a couple little variations on it. So here's copying a triangle. Slowly loading up. Slowly loading up. Come on, triangle, let's get up there. There it is. Nah, it thinks I'm making it work too hard. But we'll get it to go. Okay. So here's a triangle. We're going to construct an exact copy of the given triangle ABC. So we're going to mark a point P. Now we're going to set the compass width to the desired length of AC. So we take, in this case, the base of this triangle, here, AC, and we're going to reproduce that width down here on this point P that we've taken. Alright, and there that is. Then we're going to mark point R on this arc. So there's point R. So now you can see I've reproduced that distance. So that's kind of like copying a line segment there to start out with. Now I'm going to reproduce the distance here of the second side, in this case AB. Alright, so now we'll bring that down to P, sharp point on P, and make an arc here. Now perhaps some of you have figured out what we're going to do next already. Now the third side, we reproduce this. Okay, so I got the sharp point on C, the pencil point on B, and now we bring it down here. And guess what? We have the three vertices of the triangle. We use the side lengths of each triangle. So now it's just a matter of copying or connecting up the points, and here is our new triangle, an exact replica of the first one. So let's look at that one again. We start with a triangle, put a point so we can, that's the beginning of our copy. Now we're going to measure the distance of AC with the compass. Sharp point on P. Now on this arc, we're going to mark point R. And we're going to go up and get another side length, AB in this case, and bring our compass down and make an arc. Then we go to that third side length, sharp point on C, pinch point on B, bring it down, and there it is. Connect it up, and there you have it. Now, that's three, and not that they're that hard, but there are a few steps involved. So that's three of them, three different constructions. So your book has step-by-step instructions as well on pages 170 and 171. So if you don't remember how, you can go into your book and see exactly how it's done. All right. That is it. So you are ready to do those three constructions and the homework that goes with it. Have a geometric day.